Hey, Colin, there's a camera crew here at the silage site. Do you know why that is? We are shooting the dig at the silage site this week? Hold on, you talk to him.
Colin, what's going on? He hung up.
Do you think we can do it?
We can give it a shot.
Yeah.
A series dedicated to...
Dedicated to you.
Series dedicated to you.
And
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Dig.
a series dedicated to helping you improve profitability on your farm.
What's my line? I didn't know I had a line. My name is Trevor Mudgett, corn silage and inoculant lead for our marketing area here at Beck's. I'm coming to you from Brooklyn, Wisconsin, the site of our Practical Farm Research silage location. We have several practical farm research trials here today. We're gonna dig into a few with our two agronomists. I'm here today with Joey and Aaron, and they're gonna provide us with some additional insight on what we have going on here at this location. Let's dig in.
What is this?
It's a field shovel. You ever dug with one of them?
Like a blade.
I don't like the shovels, sorry.
So Aaron, what studies have been interesting you?
The one I'm going to start with is going to be the plant growth regulator study, or PGR study. By far, this is the study we get a lot of questions about, and that's because of the first year of data and the results we saw in that first year. In this study, we're looking at two different products that contain gibberellic acid, which is a plant growth hormone, and one of those is Intensify, and with that product, we're looking at applications in furrow and then a different application at V5, so comparing those two treatments. We've also got a product called ProLiant, and that's also going to be applied at that V5 timing. So those are the two products and three different applications that we're looking at. And so when I talked a little bit about that first year of data, we were looking at that Intensify product. And when you look at that data, the V5 application gave really large increases in tonnage and in milk per acre. And we saw really good results from that product at V5. However, when we look at last year, we saw kind of the opposite. The in-furrow application did a lot better, and the V5 application didn't really improve the corn. And what we think might be going on here is that if we look at the two growing seasons, the first season, we saw good growing conditions, nice rainfall during that V5 application, whereas last season, we saw those good conditions earlier on when that first application was made. And so we think that corn needs to be nice and healthy and happy and growing for a product like this to really give it that additional benefit, and that's what we're seeing. We're gonna continue looking at these products. We're in our third year of data now, and we'll continue to share these results with you. So Joey, what have you been seeing when it comes to the fungicide side of things in our PFR work here?
The first one will be a fungicide timing study. So we've got applications anywhere from V5, so early in the growing season with the vegetative stages, all the way through R4, which is later than when we typically target a fungicide application. What we've seen is that we've had really good results all the way from VT through R4. Some are a little better than others. We don't have a full 3-year data set yet, but what we're seeing there is just greener plants, healthier plants, and one thing that can be argued is it definitely extends the chopping window of extending the quality of that plant and having, of course, green leaves with our ear yield as well for the silage side of things. That's a difference from the grain side. We care a lot about the green leaves and the condition of those leaves as we're chopping silage compared to just the grain on the grain side focus. So we've seen a lot of benefit from that VT through R4 application. And in this environment, with tar spot being a newer player on the disease side of things, we're probably seeing a skew to the later side to maybe help with that tar spot management later in the season. Another trial we've done is just fungicide products. Now these have all been applied at R1, which is the typical time we're targeting to apply that VT R1 time frame. And again, we've seen good results out of many of the products. We've got Veltima, Delaro Complete, Mirabis Neo, and also ProLine, targeting some of that ear, grain, kernel quality side of things on the silage side. Again, it's not a full 3-year data set yet. We have seen good results out of those products compared to the non-treated control, even in low disease pressure environments. So we're going to continue working with those, but the bottom line is we have seen some positive results across products and across timings for our fungicide trials. Hey Aaron, when we get a thin stand, have we done any work looking at that compared to what we've seen on the grain side of things compared to silage?
Yes, so we do have a thin stand management study here at the site, comparing that back to some of our thin stand management studies that we're doing on the grain side as well. This really stems from some of our other PFR research that we've done on the grain side of things. We've done a lot of work the last couple of years looking at thin stand management. How do we manage those products? What's that minimum stand we need to keep out in the field to get that ROI that we need versus versus a replant. And we wanted to look at something similar on the silage side of things. And really that question comes down to frequently, if we've got a thin stand, do we just leave that and chop it for silage? Or is it still good grain corn? Where does that ROI really break out, and how should we manage that corn throughout the rest of the season, and what should it be harvested as? So we've got stands in there from a standard 32,000 all the way down to 16,000, and that just matches up with our grain studies that we've done in other PFR testing. So we'll continue to compare those two, but a really interesting comparison there, and it's a question a lot of us have that might have some dual purpose use out there, that might be questioning what corn to harvest for grain, what corn to harvest for silage. We're excited to have this data, and we'll continue to do this study as well. With that, Trevor, do you have any final thoughts to share as we wrap up here?
And I feel like you and Joey did an excellent job of highlighting a few of the practical farm research projects that we have going on here in Brooklyn. I encourage everybody to stay tuned at the harvest data results that will be coming this fall. Well, be sure to like and subscribe and tune in for the next episode of
The Dig.
Slam dunk it. I don't know about you guys, but all this silage talk makes me kind of crave a milkshake.
I'm out.
Yeah.
See ya.
You're out. You lactose intolerant or what?
No, I'm going to get one.
Oh,
That wasn't
No.
clear. I
That
thought you
wasn't
were
yeah, I
clear.
thought you were like,
Let's go.
Oh, he's still going.
come on, Aaron.
I didn't know.